Hey, I'm re-recording my texture tutorial for Unity because I noticed some people were having some issues and having a hard time understanding some things. So I'm here to really go into detail and explain how you can really know what you're doing and not make any mistakes. Because I've been doing this for a while, so I kind of just know it by default now. But let's start with the original. Old Fortnite skins. So everything from like Chapter 1, Season 1 to Chapter 3, Season 4, basically. They all use this version of specular. Usually you can tell it's like usually purple for like non-metallic things and green for very metallic things. So red here is the specular mask. You don't really need this for Unity because you can't really implement this. So it's usually just the green and the blue. So the green channel on old stuff is metallic and the blue is the roughness. They later actually flipped that around. So this is a newer skin and you can see how this is now on the blue channel over here and this is on the green channel. See how they flipped it around? You can tell this stuff is, oh, by the way, I'm on Discord, deafened. You can tell if something is metallic, for example, is if on the green channel for old stuff, you can see that it's white, and on the blue channel, the darker it is, the shinier it is. So you can see here, this stuff isn't really that metallic, and this stuff over here, right here, this stuff is very non-metallic. This is actually cloth. This is the part of his shirt on Midas. And you can see right here, this is his hand, which is obviously golden. So, and then same character, this is Ascendant Midas, which is still stuff. You can see here how, like, this is his chest plate. It's dark on the roughness, and on the blue channel, which is metallic on the new stuff, it's white. So that's how you can kind of differentiate um, the different things. Definitely, the red channel always stays the same. The red channel is always specular on the new stuff. So ignore this basically. Your main focus are always going to be the green and blue. So let me show you with the old stuff on original Midas how to do it and how to do it with the new ones, which is the same way, just flip it around. Okay, first off, you're going to take your green channel. I'm going to hit Control A, Control C, and I'm going to put it onto the red channel. Boom. It made it blue and yellow, because, yeah. Now I'm going to take the blue channel, and I'm going to Control A, Control C, and I'm going to invert it. After pasting it, of course, so I'm going to paste it, Control V, and then Control I to invert it. Now, the final thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Midas's occlusion mask, which is the M mask, and there are 3 channels for this. There is subsurface. We don't need this unless you're doing stuff for PC. Cavity, which you don't have to use, but you can if you want to add more detailing. And then this is ambient occlusion. So this is ambient occlusion. I would personally probably use the cavity. Because you can see here some darkness, but we're going to use it anyway. So I Control A, Control C, and I'm going to go to the other texture, and then Control V. Boom. You've got your metallic mask on the red, your occlusion on the green. Oh my god. And then your roughness inverted on the alpha channel. The blue channel is not important, though you can make this black if you wanted. So actually, I'm gonna do that just for demonstration purposes. So if you leave your blue channel alone, this is kind of what they'll look like. But if you decide to make it all black, this is what it'll look like. The green being occlusion, and then red being, which is the yellow stuff, metallics. Now, it is important that this is all in one texture and everything. You don't want like a second texture to be another layer or anything like that, because PSD saves every layer and everything. And the reason we save as PSD is so we can keep the alpha channel. PNG can support alpha channels, just for some reason this one just sucks. So I'm going to save as PSD, and that's how you do that. Of course, I got to give it a minute because I'm running a bunch of stuff at the moment. So that's Midas's PSD done. Now we're going to look at Ascendant Midas. Same thing, only the difference being the blue channel is the metallic instead of the green, and the green is the roughness instead of the blue. So remember, metallic channels have to go on the red for unity. So I'm going to copy this, Control A, Control C, and Control V onto the red. Now I'm going to take the green channel, Control A, Control C, and throw it on the alpha, and then I'm going to Control I to invert it. Then I'm going to go over to his occlusion, which here's the occlusion channel, which is on the red channel, green is cavity, and then blue is subsurface, or skin mask. So I'm going to Control A, Control C, the red channel, which on the M map is occlusion, and I'm going to put it on the green channel, and Control V. So this is what it looks like. Looks a little different because the blue channel, of course, is still intact. That's why it looks different, because the other one showed up like blue and yellow and stuff like that before I wiped it. And because the blue channel is the metallic instead of the roughness, it shows up like green and pink. So to make it a little more recognizable, I'm also going to wipe this as well on the blue channel, since we don't need it. So you can see how now it looks the same again. Well, now that I've done that, I can also save this as PSD. Just making sure that the red channel is the metallics, green is ambient, and the alpha is inverted roughness. Then we're going to save as PSD again, and that is how you do that. And that is how you do metallics. Yeah.